G'day guys, welcome back to another video. So the other weekend, I was at a competition called Megaminx in Silliest. This was my 60th competition I've ever been to, and it was a really small competition that had some of the weirdest events, but I got some really good solves and a lot of fun. Thing is, I've pretty much done every single event you could do in WCA competition, apart from Big Blind. And there's 4 events that are my worst ranked events. This was one-handed. I don't know, I just can't get good at one-handed. Clock. I never practice clock. Megaminx, I don't mind Megaminx, but I don't practice it much because I just prefer other events. And Square One. Square One is definitely my worst event. I'm so bad at it, but I still do it at competitions just to pass the time and maybe get lucky. And boy, did I get lucky at this competition. The thing is, with this competition, these 4 events were the only events at this competition. What are the chances of that? So because the competition was called Megaminx in Silliest, a part of Melbourne, that meant that Megaminx was the main event. So Megaminx was first. I got a pretty decent average. I got a 1:33 average. And I got my fastest single ever. My single record before this was 1:24.
Come on.
And I got 1:18.
Is that PR?
Yeah.
Oh, it is, yeah. You should.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yay. Oh, dude, that was feeling so good.
That looked nice.
Solid.
Which was so good. I'm really happy with that. And I probably won't beat it for a long time because it's been a while since I've beaten that record. And my average record was 1:30 flat. So anything around that is pretty good for me. Then up next was clock. I don't really care about clock, although I just said I don't really care about any of these events, but clock specifically. And this might have been one of my worst results I've ever gotten in clock. DNF, the first one, I got a 12:09, a 12:91, which my average is 12:98. So if I kept going at this pace, I would have beaten my average. But then I got a 13:40 and unfortunately DNF the last one by 1 tick. Yeah, pretty unfortunate, but what can you do? So DNF average on that one, which is fun. Oh, and if you want to get any of these non-3x3 puzzles, you can get them from Speedcube Shop and use my discount code. That's pretty good. Then we did one-handed, which I got a pretty average one-hand. It wasn't great. My best was 23 seconds and I got a 29 average. I will start practicing one-handed again and I do want to get a sub 20, but just haven't had the chance. And then Square One. Oh man, this was hilarious. So my first solve was 1:08. Now, usually Square One cutoff is around 40 to 50 seconds.
Hey, you made cut off.
So normally I wouldn't get an average with a time like this because my next solve was 1:30.
Oh my god.
See, I told you the first one was the worst so far.
Dude, I was having a look, that was like a 50-second cube shape. Could not figure out how the hell to do that.
Now, my best single before this was 34 seconds, and my best average was 46 seconds. So I definitely can get to that level, but these just weren't doing it for me. But then on my third solve, have a look at this.
Yeah. Hey, you shaved a minute off your last time.
Well, that's a PR single by like 4 seconds.
Yeah, the luckiest scramble I've ever gotten. You can tell I'm just absolutely terrible, and if I was actually good at this event, I might have got something really good, but 30.13 seconds, almost sub 30. I don't think I'm ever going to beat this, unless I get something really lucky, but to be honest, I don't care. Then my next solve.
It started off so well.
Oh my god.
Oh, distract me It's a dude.
Was a DNF. Unfortunately, that means that was my worst solve. I solved for so long and messed up and parody and just came back in the very last second. I misturned and DNF'd with an E-slice right through the middle. So yeah, pretty upset, but again, I don't care. And then my final solve, well, I thought I can't get worse than that, right?
I can't DNF this.
You can.
No. No.
this is brilliant. I'm entertained.
Okay, alright. Please don't get married. I do. I didn't mess it up this time. DNF. I thought you practiced squat.
No.
Dude, but look at my time. I got a 30. That's a PR single. Thanks, Nick.
And yeah, I messed up again. Didn't want a DNF, so I had to keep powering through. And ended up getting my worst solve I've ever got in square one in my whole cubing career. I got a 2-minute 18-second time, which is hilariously bad. You know, it was all fun and games, and I really don't care. I got a 1:39 average, which is also my worst ever average I've got in square one too. Anyway, at least I got a PR single, right? I got my best single and my worst average. Go figure. Anyway, then it was lunch, and then right back into Megaminx again for the second round, and this was a really good round. I was feeling so good. I'd warmed up a lot. I was practicing a little bit beforehand, and my Megaminx, everything was just falling into place. The solves were great. I got a 1:31, a 1:27, a 1:28, a 1:25, so I already knew I'd beaten my 1:30 PR average. And then I got a 1:26, so I absolutely smashed it. Got a 1:27 average with a 1:25 best single, which is almost as close as my best single before this competition. Look, even though these solves aren't world class, and this didn't even get me to the finals, I came 18th. I mean, people in Melbourne are just good at everything, but I was pretty happy with this. I got a PR average and a single, just in different rounds, and I broke some PRs in some of my worst events. Have you ever been to a competition like this? Something where there's only events that you never practice, but you still go along anyway, just for the chance that you might get a PR. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.